Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. I'm Dan Pope, Mayor of Lubbock, and I'm joined by the mayors of Amarillo, Midland, Odessa, San Angelo, and Big Spring. And they'll all have a chance to make a brief comment in a minute. But I just want to thank this group for getting together today and having a chance to, first of all, build relationships. Three of us have been doing this less than 15 months. If the mayor of Abilene had a family emergency, and if he'd have been here, we would have had four of us that have been doing it less than 15 months, including three that are brand new. And so we have a lot of things in common in West Texas. And even though less than 15% of the population in our state lives west of I-35, many of the resources that this state counts on are in West Texas, whether it be oil and gas or the fiber that's produced from our cotton or from the other parts of agriculture, cattle in particular, beef cattle in particular. But we today talked about what we face individually in our communities, what we're working on. We talked a bit about some of the things we could work as a group on, both at a state and a federal level. We agreed to meet again. And then we spent a little time today with the president of the Health Science Center, who came in and just briefed us a little bit about what they've got going on, as well as Steve Verrett, who's the executive director of the Plains Cotton Growers here, based in Lubbock, but representing a 41-county area. So that's what we did today since 10 o'clock.
We've spent 5 hours together. There's 6 of us, so we've spent 30 hours today building friendships. And when you think about one of the strengths of West Texas communities is that we are neighbors in our communities, and that we take care of and we value and we work hard to build the relationships behind all of those friendships that we have in our community. So it's perfectly logical to take that West Texas spirit of neighborhood and community and extend it out through our cities. And that's what we've done here today. And I can tell you that I think the 30 hours were well invested. And that doesn't even count the drive time that we spent getting here, a few of us. So thank you, Mayor Pope, for your vision and the invitation to be here in Lubbock today. What we hope to do moving forward is to build on the strengths. And we've talked about many strengths that we have here in West Texas. Many things to be proud of, many opportunities to be built on. And I can tell you personally, I benefited today as a mayor, a new mayor, from listening to people who have already faced some of the challenges. Every city faces the same challenges: streets, infrastructure, crime, getting their citizens to engage in communication pieces. So I picked up some tips today. I appreciate that you guys were willing to share on that, share your experience, because I don't want to spend the time reinventing the wheel if I can steal some good ideas, and I've certainly had the opportunity to do that today. So thank you guys for sharing that with me.
Many times, as West Texans, we were born and raised to be independent. In some instances, that can hurt us, especially when we go to Austin. It's better as if the people of West Texas and the Panhandle stand together and go to Austin. More voices are heard and more doors can be opened. We drive the Texas economy in West Texas and in the Panhandle. We drive it in oil, we drive it in agriculture, and in the beef industry. They need to hear our voices. They need to know we need safe roads. We need our share of the money to repair the roads. Many times it goes to the other side of the state. So this is a great opportunity to come together. I look forward to our next meeting where we can delve into more subjects and continue to work together. It's been a pleasure to be here.
I concur with all of the comments that were made. Let me just say that we each have unique opportunities in our communities. We're all kind of driven in with different industries, but what we share is water issues. We all have to understand, where does water come from? What drives our community? Water is the economics of our community. People and the cultures that we come from, and what drives each of our communities, and how does those millennials or retirement type communities come and play, and how do we can share those type of ideas. And then it was very interesting just to learn the challenges that they're having in their own unique communities. And so I was blessed to be a part of this, and I'm excited that I got to put a name with the mayor and hear about their stories and their councils. And I think in the future we can really come together and share some great ideas that will, one, save our communities money possibly, two, is help our communities grow economically and be fiscally responsible. Three is talk about all the different opportunities that it takes to continue growing a community out here in West Texas in the desert. And so thank you all, mayors, for allowing us to come together and share those ideas. Thank you.
This is something that I think that we should always do. We should always strive to get together with other mayors, even though we don't live in close proximity necessarily. We all have the same problems. We all have the same goals. And this is a time that for us to get together and go over some of the things that are very common to us and things that maybe are not common to us today, but maybe down the road will be something that we will see. But it's a great situation for me, from my perspective, to be able to come here and sit around the table. I think we spent 6 hours today, but believe me, it went very quickly. It was very interesting. It was very productive, and it's something that I would like to see us continue down the road. It's something that you just can't replace on your own turf when you're able to go outside your area and get the vision of other mayors.
We all were elected to help each of our individual communities to survive, to grow, to develop, and to be fiscally responsible. Many of us here today, including myself, have not been involved in the political world before. So I've been a mayor for 2 months. I have not held a political office or a city council position before I was elected mayor, and I know that's true with other people. So when that's true, what you find is that a lot of things are on your plate all at once. And the greatest source we have to best implement great practices is to learn from the other cities that surround us. And today was an opportunity to figure out what best practices have existed and do exist in other communities. We want to help continue to grow each of our individual communities, and we can do that with the help and the support and the MBA program, if you will, that we all signed up for today. It was a quick learning session. It was something that makes you feel better because you believe that other people are sharing the problems that you share. You're not uniquely alone in that. But it also is nice to see that we also all envision better practices, improved cities, and a better vision for where we all can go and what we can become. We really in West Texas are kind of tired of hearing about I-35 and what goes on in Austin, what drives our economies because of what happens in Austin. And so strength in numbers is always important. And today I think we got strength in numbers with all of us getting together again. And we want to utilize that, and we will utilize that going forward so that we can help better our communities through partnerships with our sister cities. Thank you.